Hello students, this is Sumit Kumar, Assistant Professor, Harvard College, BBA Department. This present lecture is related to the topic of MIS and the name of the topic is Herbert Simon model, which is a decision making process model given by Herbert Simon. This was the first time that decision making model was given by anyone for the human beings, which means it interrelates itself with the decision making process of any human being. This process, which is presented by the model, is the very much base of information systems used in organization. That's why it's a very important model in MIS and in the field of computers. According to Herbert Simon, this model is divided into three steps or three stages. These three stages are intelligence phase, design phase, and choice phase. Intelligence phase is concerned with identifying the problems and opportunities. The design phase is concerned with finding various kinds of alternatives for solving the problem or implementing strategies so that opportunities can be utilized. The third phase is choice phase, in which after the evaluation of alternative courses of actions, the best alternative is chosen. One by one, we will deal with these three stages. The first stage is intelligence activity or intelligence phase. The intelligence activity is concerned with identifying the problems and opportunities and searching the business environment for conditions which require decision making. This particular phase is very much important so that the nature of problem and the variables can be identified. On the basis of characteristics of problems and opportunities, the search can be divided into three categories. The first category is unstructured search. These kinds of searches can't be binded into routine algorithms or softwares at the time of search. These searches are of unique nature and thus they require access to databases of system when required, and they try to establish relations between the variables with the use of informations retrieved from database. The second category is structured search, which is of ad hoc nature. Here the word ad hoc has been used because there are certain problems which are faced by organization which doesn't occur in routine nature, but the solution of these problems can be structured. For example, a firm which is expanding may search for plant location. So, such kinds of problems cannot be supported by a database in decision support system, because these decisions are not of frequent nature, but the search can be structured for such kinds of decisions. The third category is structured search but of continuous nature. These kinds of search take place for the routine kind of problems or activities. For example, when it's required to compare the prices of competitors' products with companies' own products, or uh, or in another example, when it's required to evaluate inventory balances. These kind of problems are of routine nature, and these can be uh, supported by periodic reporting. Data for these searches can be provided by periodic reporting. The results or output of these searches can be provided on periodic basis or when it's required. The second stage in the Herbert-Simon model is design phase. This phase is concerned with inventing, developing, and analyzing the alternative courses of action. The various alternatives are evaluated or analyzed for their suitability. This design phase must in itself inculcate the various kinds of support to the decision maker. These can be as follows. These models which are used in design phase should support generation of solution or alternatives. Then again, these models which are used in the design phase must support in the analysis of various alternatives using models. Then again, these models are feasibility analysis of all the alternatives or various courses of actions are analyzed for their feasibility in the environment where they will be implemented. Environment in itself consists competitors, customers, government, and the other stakeholders. These can be analyzed using the judgmental approach, where the decision maker's judgment capability decides about the best feasible solution, or by using various environmental models for checking the feasibility of the alternative courses of action. The last stage of Herbert-Simon model is choice stage. In this stage, two activities take place. The first one is application of choice procedure, and the second is selection of best alternative from the available alternatives. Various optimization techniques and mathematical techniques can be used for ranking the alternatives on various criteria, or the supportive tools and softwares can be used to support the decision maker in evaluating the alternatives on various required environmental criteria. For example, the environmental criteria may be the payback period if it's related to finance, means and how much time the implemented course of action is going to start giving returns. So dear student, for today it was all about the Herbert Simon model of decision making in brief. Hope it may have given you some concept related to the decision making process of human being, which is also implemented in computers and information systems. I will see you soon. Thank you.